Jeepers creepers. What are you doing in my garage? You need help changing the blades on your lawnmower? Well, that's not too difficult. I can teach you that. We won't even have to take the deck off. Let's get into it. Afterwards, you're gonna have to leave my garage though. You can't stay here. So here I am, I'm just pulling it into the garage, that way I've got a cleaner environment to work on. After that, you're going to want to raise that deck to as high as it will go. I would also recommend highly a pair of leather gloves and some sort of eye protection for this project. So starting off, I'm going to take my 4-inch C-clamp and a couple pieces of scrap wood, and I'm just going to attach it to my deck like so. You'll see why in a moment. It makes removing those blades so much easier, and it kind of makes it a little safer for you as well. And here is just a close-up on what I've got going on here. And this is why I do that clamp trick, because when you go to loosen those blades, that blade is just going to spin on you, and this prevents it from doing that. So one problem you can run into is trying to get this nut loose. Now if you have a longer ratchet or a longer wrench, you probably won't have this problem, but let's say you don't. A quick tip is to find you something long like this, whether it be this metal strut or a pipe or something you can fit your tool down inside like that. Now this will give you a lot more leverage, that way you can kind of break that nut free. So you'll see I'm reattaching my socket and my ratchet, and I'm going to go ahead and slide that piece of strut over the tool, and that should give me enough leverage to kind of break that nut free, and it does. And the rest you can just twist off by hand. And keep in mind on how everything's coming off. I'm taking the lock nut, and then the washer, and then the blade off. Just remember that. Now here's just a comparison of the old and new. Now when you go to install your new blade, make sure that sharpened edge is pointed towards the ground. That way as that blade spins, it's cutting the grass and not destroying it. So when attaching your new blade, you're going to have a star pattern, at least I do, on my blade and my lawnmower. But I'm not going to focus on getting it seated into that just yet. I'm just going to worry about getting that washer and that lock nut on there. That way it will hold it into place. That way when I go to seat it, I don't have to worry about the blade falling down in my face. So there I go, I'm just hand tightening it. From here you'll see me seat it in, I can hand tight it, and from there I can crank down as hard as I can and make sure it is as tight as it will get. After that, I'm going to go ahead and make sure it spins correctly and it's still loose enough to spin, it's not damaged, it's not loose, and from there, we're looking pretty good. So here's a better visual on what that clamp and those two pieces of scrap wood are doing for you. You can see how they're preventing that blade from spinning, and there you go. Dang it, I teleported to the wrong place. Hold on. And as you can see, it's that simple on changing the blades for your lawnmower. You don't need anything special other than the tools I use, but usually if you own a lawnmower like I do, you have those tools. If not, go out and get you some because you're going to need them. There's really nothing else I can say other than thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the content. Feel free to like and subscribe. Maybe tell me what you would have done differently, if that. And other than that, you guys take it easy.
Hey man, you okay?
Yeah, my shirt just fell.
Wow, that sounds like a heavy shirt.
Well, I was kind of in it.